高山在痛哭，大海泪涛涌，惊天动地的噩耗啊，震撼全球。
Then Mao died. Jiang Qing came on her own, dressed in black. She was already preparing to take power with 3 others of the leadership. They were called the Gang of Four. But another group, backed by Deng Xaioping, set out to destroy them. Wall posters went up all across China, attacking the Gang of Four, claiming that as well as being corrupt, they were really working for the CIA to undermine China.
When Jiang Qing came to Ta Chai, there seemed to be no end to her whims. Now she wanted her room sprayed with perfume. Then she wanted more carpets on the floor. And for curtains, she wanted to have special ones of a particular dark color. Jiang Qing and company demanded complete quietude. No one should laugh or talk loudly. Planes at a nearby airport had to stop their sorties. People had to be sent uphill to beat the woods to drive the birds away.
And 4 weeks after Mao's death, army units came in the middle of the night and arrested Jiang Qing. She was put in an underground cell next to the refrigeration unit that was holding Mao's body. She later tried to commit suicide by hitting her head against the wall. So the soldiers covered the walls with rubber. Within 18 months, Deng Xaioping defeated all other rivals, and he took power in China. The first thing he did was wipe the past, everywhere. In Shanghai, the giant sign that said, "Long live the victory of Chairman Mao's Revolutionary Road," was taken down. While outside the Department of Public Tranquility in Beijing, which in reality was the headquarters of the secret police, the thoughts of Chairman Mao were also removed. Deng then set out to create a new kind of revolution. He was going to bring capitalism into China, but the state would control and manage the whole system. His aim was simple. Money would replace the old revolutionary dreams. It was less dangerous. But he was going to use it to restore China's power. Deng Xaioping knew that in the 19th century, the British had used drugs to control the Chinese. They had brought opium to China. It led to what the Chinese called the Century of Humiliation. Now, Deng was determined to reverse that, to reassert China's power. You couldn't use drugs, because the Americans already had their own drugs. Instead, he was going to use the mass mobilization of the Chinese people to invent another force that would be the equivalent of opium. A kind of mass consumerism never seen before in the world, driven by goods so cheap that everyone in the West would want them. Whole cities were going to be built in China that made just one kind of product. They would be shipped in vast quantities to the West. You gave up on utopian ideas about the future and didn't believe in anything any longer, apart from the money. And his allies in this would be the Western banks and their new system of global lending. Because the banks would lend millions of people in the West the money to buy the Chinese goods. just like they had been lending to governments all around the world. It was going to be the perfect system.